Do you think you could be friends with yourself from 5 years ago? Heck no, are you kidding me? How to not worry about the future, jobs, etc., and the pressure of making your parents proud. This hits deep. We're shedding our layers, both physically and emotionally. Make sure I don't flash anyone. Ha 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 ha. Hey you, it's Kitty you. It's finally here. Y'all have been commenting and DMing me about my skincare routine pretty much ever since I decided to overshare my life online 6 months ago. So it's finally here. I said that this channel is a democracy. The people ask, I deliver. So today, we're gonna get unready together, unwind after a really long day. I know you're freaking tired. I'm burned out and tired. It was a really long day. I'll tell you all about it. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, we're getting unready together while we have some deep heart-to-hearts because I feel like we just need more of that these days, and when we're nourishing and taking care of our external bodies, we gotta nourish the inside soul too. So I'm gonna be answering a lot of deep questions that you guys had for me over on my Instagram. I asked you guys to submit any self-love, self-growth, self-improvement doubts or questions that you guys had, and y'all are going through it and I'm going through it and we're gonna get through this together. So let's just have a conversation. I'm a type of person who's very no frills, no BS, pretty much cut the crap, and that also applies to my skincare routine. The routine that I'm about to show you, I promise, has been through multiple rounds of research and testing approved by the Kaiti formula to be the most time-saving and least harsh on your skin as possible. A lot of these hail from the K-beauty sector of the skincare industry because homage to my roots, and also just Korean skincare is so far out of the game. Like once you get a taste, you can never go back. I'm so excited to partner with Wishtrend for today's video. Wishtrend is a global beauty e-commerce site that hosts a ton of K-beauty skincare brands, and all their stuff is cruelty-free, has no artificial or harmful ingredients, and a lot of their stuff is vegan as well. I'm partnering with Wishtrend to give you guys pretty much my entire skincare routine in a box. It's called Hey You, it's Katie U's K-beauty favorites. All of it is vegan and cruelty-free. So this box is going to be sold to you guys and to you guys only. Don't tell anyone. For a month from the date that this video goes live. So from March 17th to April 17th, y'all can purchase this box for 40% off. If you guys were to get all the individual products in it, it would be $103, but because, you know a little someone, you're getting it for $61.80. Yeah, so we're just gonna go in, okay? We're just gonna answer like all of our deepest, darkest worries. Like who cares? We're shedding our layers, both physically and emotionally. So when I want to wipe a day's hard work off my face, I always use Rovectin's micellar water. Micellar water removes impurities while being very, very gentle on the skin. But this is like potent and powerful while also being gentle and feeling like water. And it's also fragrance free. Literally everything on this table is fragrance free. Get my freaking cotton pads. Ugh. First deep question of the night. Is it okay to find love from others if you can't love yourself first? My answer to this question is very, very two-tiered. If you're asking about love from your friends and family, 100%. If you're going through it, the best people to turn to learn about how to love yourself are the people that already love you. They can provide really good examples of how to love you better because they already do it the best. However, if you're talking about romantic relationships, hard no from me. It's a hard no from me, sir, ma'am. A relationship requires so much self-assurance and so much self-improvement because when you're in a relationship, you have to constantly be renovating yourself, fixing the parts that are weaker to better yourself to be the best partner for that person, right? And so you have to be solid standing by yourself in order to start building it with another person. Oh my God, the lips are coming off.
Wow.
One swipe. I also feel like romantically, the best relationships or partnerships come into your life when you are so sure of yourself that you're not even looking for love in another person. If two people are maxed out in their capacities to love themselves, how much stronger do you think that love for each other will be when like they mesh, Then if like your battery levels of love are low, the inner charging, it's not gonna freaking work. You know what I'm saying? That was a weird metaphor. But yeah, okay. Next, I go in with my Soulmate by Me toner. It contains AHA, BHA, PHA, niacinamide, all those holy grail ingredients that Hyram raves about on his channel. They're all in here. Based on your videos, you radiate confidence. Thank you. How do you improve your self-confidence and love? One way that I was able to really boost my self-confidence is by verbally affirming myself. Verbally hyping myself up when I pass myself in the mirror and when I check myself out. Yeah, like I check myself out. I hype myself up in the mirror like drunk girls do in a club bathroom. You gotta be your own hype man.
Damn. Those collarbones and that square neckline, Katie, like that's freaking hot. That's hot. You're spicy.
Just talking to yourself as if you were complimenting another person. Because would you ever say the self-deprecating shit that you do to anybody else? So yeah, that's my answer there. After that, on days where I want to treat myself, which is usually like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today's a Friday, I usually like to go in with a mask. And my two favorite masks are these by Claire's. The two main differences is that this main purpose is to calm, this main purpose is to moisturize. This is a sheet mask, this is a 10-cell sheet mask. I love these. It's specifically engineered to not irritate very sensitive skin. I'm gonna look pretty slimy on camera. Ugh. I really appreciate how it's in two pieces so I can like actually fit it to my face. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
That's my girl. How do you overcome the fear that comes with seeking help, like consulting a therapist, etc.? This question is so important because I recently overcame this fear. I talked about in my last vlog how I have been going through a lot of self-realizations, and a lot of those self-realizations were with a therapist. And my therapist is through BetterHelp, who I've actually worked with in a previous video, so check out my like move-in video if you want to see more about that. I thought therapy was really for people who had like insane life-altering trauma, and it's not. Even if it's micro trauma, like those things build up, and that was the case for me. There was no event that like absolutely turned my life upside down, but it was just a combination of so many things that built up until I snapped. It's in those moments where I was like, I'm at rock bottom. There's nothing I could do except go up from here. Might as well have somebody hold my hand throughout the process. Having a therapist is not necessarily like having a life coach that's going to give you the answer to all your problems. That therapist really serves as a sounding board that just unpacks your thoughts from an objective perspective. If you're talking to a friend, they have inherent biases. The therapist is only looking at you for you. Their only job is to help you. And so I'd say just knowing how beneficial it can be is like the first step. Oh, I also love this question. Do you think you could be friends with yourself from 5 years ago? Heck no, are you kidding me? That girl was so annoying. I literally watched my videos from 2 weeks ago and I hate the person that I was there. So I don't know if that says anything. I admire the old me from 5 years ago's work ethic, but that's the only thing I admire. I feel like she didn't see any value in herself other than her work. And I wish she saw more value in the other aspects of her. Yeah, as a friend, I wouldn't want to be around someone who only cared about that stuff. So to my high school friends who were friends with me at that time and are still friends with me, thank you so much for dealing with that beta version. I'm renovated now, and I will only continue to be renovated for future versions, so stay tuned. LOL. Alexa, stop. Okay, and guys, when you take the mask off, I don't care what you say, you milk the essence, okay? Next, my favorite product in this entire box. I'm From's Rice Cream. Guys, first of all, smells like nothing. So rich in the vitamins B and E, and it has such a luxurious, deep texture. I started getting compliments from real life people that I see on a day-to-day basis after I started using this cream. A lot of you guys like always are super sweet and tell me that my skin's really clear, but the camera is very deceiving. If you see me in real life, it's like the real unfiltered version of me, right? When those people start complimenting me about my skin, I was like, oh, it's real. I feel like a Krispy Kreme donut. Frick, I need to answer another question. It's like so hard to multitask. Is it okay to unfollow people in real life? I love the way you phrase this question. We are so used to the digital world of unfollowing, but applying that very digital cutthroat nature to the aspect of real life relationships, I think puts a lot of things in perspective. Unfollowing people in real life is literally just setting boundaries. That's what it is. I've had many instances where I am in friendships where I desperately needed a friend's help and they would say that they would pull through and then they don't pull through. Before I was able to like properly unfollow people in real life, I would stay in the friendship but always hold that burden, but still commit to all the things that a good friend would do, but do it with a low and heavy heart, which is pretty much the equivalent of hating somebody and still following them and like looking at all their posts but not liking them.
Oh my god, look at my parallels or whatever.
But now, if they don't pull through for you in the ways that you do, you don't have to throw a fight, you don't have to confront them, you just have to take steps back. If they really value you, they'll come back, and they'll come back wanting to change and wanting to fix it, and then you can refollow each other. Boundaries are so freaking important. Everybody only has 24 hours in a day. Why would you spend it with people that you don't even vibe with? You don't even have enough time to spend with the people you do really like. So that should convince you that it's 100% okay to unfollow people in real life because it's best for the sanity and the net efficient utility of everybody. So after I've moisturized, I go in with Curology, my custom format. I do have occasional acne, especially around my period, and I have acne scars along the sides of my face, which can be combated by these formulas. The next question is, how do you set goals and work toward them without being too stressed or hard on yourself? If you guys watched my last vlog, you already know this. I just started attending this workshop called Navigating Your Life on Purpose. One of the exercises they had us do was creating tangible goals. It had us break down those goals into 3 benchmarks that we can see. One of my goals was manage my time better so that I have time for the things that I truly care about. The milestones that I put down for myself, let me pull them up actually. Number 1, I will go to bed at midnight and wake up at 8 a.m. on a routinely basis without feeling rushed or crammed. Number 2, I will wake up in the mornings and not rush to get readings done right before class. Number 3, I complete to-do list tasks on the day of rather than many days after the fact. And so those 3 things, once I see them happening more and more in my life, it's like a sign that I'm making progress. So I think breaking down your big goals into a ton of little ones that are attainable not only keep you motivated, but they give you signals and cues on like how well you're doing in achieving the goals. After my Curology droplets all in my face, I go in with the Rovectin LHA Blemish Ampule. What this basically does is it helps brighten dark spots. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I have dark circles, and as I mentioned, I have those acne scars. And so this is super handy for eliminating blemishes that leave a lasting mark on your skin. My skin is getting more and more reflective as this video goes on. We are literally almost done. So I actually don't really use this product when it's not on my period, but it has been a staple of my life ever since high school, and it is the COSRX Acne Pimple Master Patches. This product sucks all the gunk out of your pimples, it flattens them, it reduces their redness. How to not worry about the future, jobs, etc., and the pressure of making your parents proud. This hits deep. I think what I do in these types of situations where I get really stressed is to remind myself every decision or failure that happens to you is meant to happen to project you to something greater. Like, I genuinely am a believer of that. For example, like COVID canceling all my internships, it brought me to you guys. Having that reassurance in the back of my mind has been really helpful. Your parents just want the best for you. You just want the best for you. It will all come in due time. All that you have to do is keep grinding and just trying your best. And the things that work out will work out. The things that don't will propel you to other things that will work out. On to the next step and the final step, which is this baby right here. This is the Klairs Daily Comfort Hand Cream. I love the description on their website. It's something like, for your hands that are always doing too much. It's so thin but nourishing that your skin eats it right up, so there's no stick. I hate like lathering my hands in lotion and then going to type on my keyboard and it leaves like fingerprints. This, she will never do that. So even though it says hand cream, I like low-key, high-key, use it on my entire body. And the final question is, how do you embrace changes? I wanted to end on this note because I think change is pretty much the overarching umbrella for everything that we would talk about, like self-growth, self-love. The way that I've come to embrace it is I view myself as a house. A house can be the greatest thing. It can be somebody's home, somebody's safe place, but it is a thing that needs to be constantly maintained. It can break down, it can grow mold, a pipe can explode. There's so many things that could go wrong that require renovation and construction. Change is renovation and construction. Doing it is hard, it's inconvenient, but at the end of the day, you're left with a better house. The end result is always going to be worth it. And that brings me to the end of this video, guys. I really liked this. If you're interested in purchasing my no frills, no BS skincare routine, make sure to get my box, Hey You, it's Katie U's K-Beauty Favorites, at the link in the description by April 17th. It's an exclusive deal just for you. Don't tell anybody. Keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Wishtrend for sponsoring this video. And good night. Good night, everybody. Lights off.